and it's nearly the same, and there's no benefit in Buddy. So it's a level playing field. So there will be no further expansion in Buddy. So it's not an interesting zone anymore. And new investments anywhere in the country is equal as being in Buddy. There will be no expansion and there will be no investment in those incentive zones. So it is the each zone which is responsible to attract investments to the state. And Tamil Nadu already having a huge chunk of technical and non-technical staff. This is the right place for investment, at the same time for expansion. It is not somebody closed in Tamil Nadu and gone to Buddy. They have only put an additional facility in Buddy, whoever has gone to Tamil Nadu. And they will expand their existing facility in Tamil Nadu rather than going and further investing in Buddy, because logistically, seaport, airport, and the transport mechanism is better in this part of the country. And technical people are freely available here, experienced technical people, and manpower is not a problem at all here.
So what will happen to those units? You have already invested there.
No, if you are talking about a very small scale, then it is a concern. I will not say it is not a concern. They have alternative methods of also making them survive. But if you take a mid-sized company or a bigger company who has invested in Buddy, they will not close it, because it is an investment on plant, machinery and place. They will not close them. They will not expand it. Because anyway there is a facility and utility available, and there is already a capacity built with manpower. They will not close it, but they will not expand. They will not invest more and more on that. They will expand in the base where they have started.
One more thing is, medium-sized plants have gone for exports now. They are converting their plant for exports. Medium-sized plants and that. The small-sized plants, some of them have come for sale also. Some of them are selling their machinery. So there's a problem with respect to small-scale units. Now, who have set up shop there in the
You see, the real test for the Buddy people now will be how they can get competitive very soon. Because now there is a proper level playing field, so they have to become very competitive. Otherwise, they'll have a serious problem.
Marketing innovation. That's marketing innovation that will be there. But the secretary also raised the concern that product innovation. What is Tamil Nadu Pharma Industry was to do on that? And you have a program for product innovation for the resources.
See, actually, product innovation is definitely we need to do much more, because in pharmaceutical industry, product innovation is more in not necessarily a new drug discovery and all, which is a very highly capital intensive, but there can be a new there is a release of novel drug delivery systems, NDDS, by which there is a new delivery. The product, the molecule can reach the site of action very quickly. So by bringing in extended release, sustained release, control release formulations, and also improving the bioavailability of product, the current products can be much improved for the benefit of the patient. Definitely, it's a very good area where pharmaceutical industry can work on it, and Tamil Nadu has to go a long way. We have to start working on these areas.
So where does Tamil Nadu stand in the national pharmaceutical manufacturing scenario? Earlier you were third or fourth in the numbers. So where do you stand now, and how do you see this change in GST?
Yeah, now we will be something like fifth now, because it is Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh. Now Karnataka has exceeded Tamil Nadu. So we were fourth, now we have come to fifth in manufacturing.
Do you think that you can regain those measures?
Definitely we can. See, there with some, but if they are able to give us some good proposals and all, we can definitely exceed Karnataka. Of course, Karnataka is also very active. They have got a policy and all this thing, but even then, we have a chance, because we, as Satish has put, we have got very good potential, very good pool of technical people available here. So definitely, if we are able to get some pep from the government, some support from the government, we can definitely go up to the fourth position.
What kind of support?
Pardon?
What kind of support? Because you can't get the tax incentives now. So what
No, see, there are many supports that we given. One is land. The land cost has gone up like anything. So then they can give some power subsidy, power intensive we are. They can provide for expansion, some interest subsidies can be given. Today, the secretary talked about SGST incentives. So that can be considered. So various supports can be given. So we are now actually taking a note of what is being done in Gujarat and Karnataka and trying to compare with the Tamil Nadu and trying to put up to the government what more they can give to help the industry.
So you talked about drug delivery, and some of the sophisticated drug delivery mechanisms are integrated with wearables, with wearable devices. So is IDMA also having as members some of these manufacturers?
You're talking about the devices? Yeah, they are called as medical devices. The surgical gloves, the sutures and other things. They are called medical devices. Are you talking about that?
Wearable devices which can actually deliver.
Yes.
No, he's talking about innovation. I mean,
Please repeat.
You got the question, I suppose. Mr. Veeraman.
There are technologies also.
Yeah, that is, I mean, we are in the process. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, we are not gone much, very much like Mumbai and Gujarat and all, but it's a very good, even today, the health secretary talked about these things and all. It's a food for thought for us. So we will definitely look into this particular thing of, setting up, equipments and plans for improving the bioavailability and delivery mechanism. We are not done much here. API, of course, API, the problem is, there is another problem of API is the environmental clearances. Already API industries in India, many of them are suffering. But because, the government, the pollution control board is not giving clearances. The people are not giving clearances even for change of product. If there is a product and some certain molecules or drugs are not having good scope, suppose I want to change it to the current molecule, within the existing pollution load, environmental load, they could have easily given simply, but they want us to go back like a new product. And then it takes 6 months or 1 or 2 years for us to get clearance. So by the time the product which I want to produce, we will be losing the market then. So market trends would have changed. So there's a big problem we have put up to the pharmaceutical industry, our department, and also our health department. This is the clearance coming from Pollution Control Board and Environmental Ministry. They are looking at pharmaceuticals like a cement industry, where there is a high load of dosing pollution. It's not like that. They are all done in tons. We are making in kgs. So automatically, pharmaceutical industry, they should look at much more leniently, and then try to give us the clearances as early as possible. We are not want to violate pollution norms and all, but the clearances, when I am within the norm, when I made an application, within 3 months if they give us, it will be better. It takes 2 years for us to give us clearances. That's the main problem. So when that is the problem, there is one, we are not very keen to go into API now. Unless the government also, although the government says API, pharma, bulk drug here.
How can the Indian pharma industry reduce the dependence on China?
Yeah, that is the only thing is government is well seized with this. Government is aware that we have to reduce dependence on China, but they have to come out with some special packages, because in bulk drug industry the land cost is very high. But in the sense, when you look at the land and also the other clearances required, and also power intensive, 24 hours power is required. So if they are able to give some subsidies on all those things and give some fillip, in Bangladesh, recently, Bangladesh has opened the gates. They are giving special preference to the bulk drug industry in Bangladesh. If you, recently in Uzbekistan, they want to set up manufacturing plant there. They are calling Indians to invest there. So we will be losing capital to other countries if we do not act quickly in relieving the problems of the bulk drug manufacturers in India. It's not happening as fast as as required. So dependence on China continues.
If I can add, if you recall, in 2015, the government came up with some